Hi, Steve here once again at the Life and Sad Ending channel. Today we're going to talk about how it all started at a small 5,000 watt radio station in Fresno, California. Yes, we're talking about the life and career of Ted Knight.
Ted Knight was born on December 7, 1923 in Terryville, Connecticut to Sophia and Chester Konopka, who were Polish-American. Knight dropped out of high school to enlist in the United States Army in World War II. He was a member of A Company, the 296th Combat Engineer Battalion in Europe. In 1948, he married Dorothy Smith, and the couple had 3 children, Ted Jr., Elise, and Eric. After the war, Knight studied acting in Hartford, Connecticut. He was talented with puppets and as a ventriloquist, which got him a job as a TV kiddie show host at WJAR-TV in Providence, Rhode Island in 1950. In 1955, he left Providence for Albany, New York, where he landed a job at station WTEN, hosting The Early Show, a kids' variety show, playing a Gabby Hayes-type character named Windy Knight. He was also a radio announcer for station WROW. After moving to California in 1957, Knight spent most of his time doing commercial voiceovers and playing small TV and movie roles. He had a small part playing a police officer seen guarding Norman Bates at the end of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho in 1960. He also made guest appearances in numerous series, including Highway Patrol, Lassie, The Donna Reed Show, The Twilight Zone, Death Valley Days, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, The Untouchables, The Virginian, McHale's Navy, Gunsmoke, Run for Your Life, Bonanza, Gomer Pyle USMC, Combat, The Fugitive, The FBI, and Get Smart, as well as dozens of others. Knight's distinctive voice also got him work as a voice artist for many animated series produced by Filmation and Hanna-Barbera. His role as the vain and untalented WJM newscaster Ted Baxter on The Mary Tyler Moore Show brought Knight widespread fame and his biggest success. He received 6 Emmy Award nominations for the role, winning the Emmy for Outstanding Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role in Comedy twice.
CBS used to rule the ratings back in the early 70s with their Saturday night lineup of Bob Newhart and The Mary Tyler Moore Show. I watched it every week on my 19-inch black and white TV. Well, those were the days.
After The Mary Tyler Moore Show, Knight starred in his own program, The Ted Knight Show, which only lasted for 6 episodes in 1978. Knight also appeared in a few episodes of The Love Boat. His most famous film role was in the 1980 comedy Caddyshack, where he played Judge Smales, who was fed up with the carrying-ons of Rodney Dangerfield, who played a rich, uncouth guest at his golf club. Knight landed the lead as the cartoonist Henry Rush in the series Too Close for Comfort in 1980. Throughout the run of the series, Knight would wear sweatshirts from various colleges and universities, which were often sent to him by students who were fans of the show. ABC canceled the show after 3 seasons, but it was revived in first-run syndication in 1984. In 1986, the show became The Ted Knight Show and saw Henry Rush retire from cartooning and become a part owner of a weekly newspaper. The new format allowed the show to remain a hit, and a second season was planned until his health became a factor. A few months after the end of The Mary Tyler Moore Show in 1977, Knight was diagnosed with colon cancer, for which he received various forms of treatment over several years. In 1985, the cancer returned, and despite vigorous treatments, it eventually began to spread to his bladder and throughout his lower gastrointestinal tract. Knight continued to work even after having surgery to remove a tumor from his urinary tract. However, he experienced complications from the surgery and was advised not to resume work on Too Close for Comfort until he recovered. Knight's condition continued to worsen. Sadly, Ted Knight died on August 26, 1986. He was only 62 years old. He was interred at the Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California. His hometown of Terryville, Connecticut dedicated the bridge on Canal Street over the Pequabuck River in his memory.
When Ted got his cancer diagnosis, this was years before the routine colonoscopies that we all go through today. So make sure if you haven't done that, check with your doctor. And I'll see you again next time, unless I come to my own sad ending.